How you guys doing? Hope you all are having a pretty alright time. Literally a few hours earlier, we did a Sonic generation stream, so this is still this is still part of our sort of like good old streaming schedule, I guess. Sans, how you doing, by the way, Sans mate? But yeah, anyway, we're gonna do some more hardcore stuff, because, yeah, that's basically what we usually do. And usually I don't usually play a lot of Sonic games until tomorrow, I guess, because that's when Sonic Frontiers releases. Oh boy. So we will not be able to stream tomorrow, or do a normal hardcore stream tomorrow at this same time, because it will be literally an hour after Sonic Frontiers releases, and bet your boy is gonna be streaming that tomorrow. Oh god. So anyway, let's do some chill stuff. We need to quickly grab some more dye. Yeah, get some more dye, get the dyes all sorted out so we can start working on the floor plans for the buildings now. And that's pretty much where we need to go on, I believe. We just need to get a crap ton of oxide daisies, because I need a lot of light gray dye. And I think we have enough orange dye and green dye to use, so I think we should be good on that front. Then I need to make sure that we also have enough black dye for like all the walls and whatnot, but I think we should be fine then. Anyway, without further ado, let's get some work done, I guess. I saw a bit of the Sonic stream, was poggers, nice. Anyway, it was chaotic, and I would probably continue the rest of Sonic Generations off stream, because I am not going to suffer on stream. Anyway, rest in peace Boost Train, though. We tried our best trying to be rich, I guess. Who knew that recommendation fees are now just for pay-to-win people? Okay, anyway. So I stored all the dye here because I did some stuff off stream because I was bored. So we have enough orange dye by the looks of it. So we just probably would need a little bit more light gray dye until we have like this entire area completely filled in over here. So yeah, probably would just need to like make sure we have enough oxide daisies or 𝗬𝗠 around through here, and then we should be good on light gray dye, hopefully. And I don't know how much black dye we need for, like, indicating where the walls are or something, so... I think that we still have, a huge amount of spare, black glass, because I was about to use that for, like, spawn-proofing a lot of, like, the Soul Sand Valley that was near our, nether project, but I just did not really bother with that. So, I think we should be good on glass, as long as we get our supplies of, light gray dye then. So let's see if we can hunt down those very stupid flowers that are always, like, a nuisance to people who are trying to get dyes and whatnot. I'm stuck in a freaking mountain biome. Where the heck are those stupid flowers? They used to be plentiful around, like, plains and whatnot, so it should not be that hard to find. Anyway, Sonic Frontiers looks so cool. It's like a third-person 3D. Literally every single Sonic game is, third-person 3D, kind of. I mean, not really 3D, but it was I think every single Sonic game is, like, third person, so, like, yeah. So I don't think that's really a huge difference. But yeah, I already played, like, the demo in, like, PAX Australia, which was the only demo that was, like, given for people living in the Southern Hemisphere, unless they also did a demo on Brazil as well, because they recently did, like, they did a live symphony, like, thing in, the Brazil game show, I believe? So... I don't know how that works anyway, but anyway, so far I managed to, like, play a little bit of, like, Sonic Frontiers, and I'm pretty, like, excited for how things would go anyway. I mean, it is very promising. A lot of people already got, like, early copies of the game, and already, like, hinted that they really like the game and stuff like that, so, fingers crossed, it's gonna be, completely fine for the launch tomorrow at 6 PM, so, yeah, I'm gonna be playing the heck out of that game for quite some time. Like, a lot of people already, got, like, some early access. Dan TDM already said he already played it and enjoyed it. There's, like, other people that I completely forgot what their names are who also, like, played and enjoyed it. And there was a lot of people who also broke NDAs, so a lot of spoilers were already leaked. But luckily, Sega being Corporation loves to, you know, corporations be corporations. They really, like, DMCA the frick out of those people, so that's good. That's pretty good by the looks of it. But yeah, a lot of people are already getting their hands on it already, and everyone seems to be pretty much enjoying it. So far, I haven't seen, like, a huge, what's the word? Why is my encoding dying? Frick you, computer. There's nothing playing in the background, right? Why is my computer overloading? Frick you. Why are my frames dropping? But yeah, there isn't, like, a huge publication or any major YouTubers that actually haven't, like, announced the game yet, so that's pretty promising by the looks of it. Anyway, is Fox ignoring me? Yes, I know, because, like, yeah, I'm ignoring you because I already know that you're the person with the shite internet, but you don't need to don't really need to acknowledge it, you know? There's no need to, like, keep spamming the chat with that. Yes, I've heard 𝗬𝗏 is making the music for Scarlet and Violet. I've heard of that already, like, a few months ago before Scarlet and Violet. Actually, yeah, around time, like, when Scarlet and Violet was released, 𝗬𝗏 already said that he was, like, able to work on some of the soundtracks of it. I was, like, pretty hyped about it. Then again, I don't own, like, any Nintendo products, so I can't really play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, so, oh well. So hopefully the game is pretty good for those who have, like, a Nintendo Switch of some kind. Anyway, let's go and quickly deal with that. My CPU is not having fun. I'm trying to, like, render all the new terrain around through here. Have I explored this area, or have I not explored this area? I guess it's, like, lagging because of, like, me loading these areas again after quite some time. Then again, we haven't really traveled that much recently, so that's pretty fair, I guess, for our CPU to be slightly dying in terms of rendering the recordings and whatnot. The Soul Architect says, "Hey, yup, I feel like this was an impulse decision." In terms of what? The stream, that is. The stream is an impulse decision? This was... We're just following up from, like, last stream. This is not like a sudden change in the schedule. We're looking for, like, some specific types of flowers because we need to go and get some light gray dye. And we're just following up from, like, last stream anyway, because we're trying to get, like, get some dyes, or, like, yeah, get some dyes for our building blocks, or not building blocks, floor planning blocks, so we can start working on the buildings for our Nether City. So it should be good, I guess. Did you answer my question? I was buffering. Yeah, and I said I don't care. Honestly, I don't really like just having people just yell at me saying, "Oh, do you remember me? Do you remember me, Fox?" all the time, because, like 80% of the people that I see in the chat I don't usually remember, but usually some people who spam really hard in the chat are people that I do remember, and not in good ways, because they spammed the chat before, so it's not really something I really want to give, like, a lot of attention to. Like, sure, if it, like, assume that most streamers don't usually remember who you are, because they also have, like, a thing called their own lives. Like, I don't want to really push that sort of, like, habit to, like, a lot of people. It gets really annoying, and also pretty, like, anxiety-inducing as well, because you're basically, like, saying, hey, you better remember me, or you better remember me from, like, my previous stream, or else you're a bad streamer who has a terrible memory and all that stuff. Like, that's just something, yeah, that's something that I really don't want people to, keep doing. It's really, yeah, annoying. Anyway, lol, sorry, I did not know that. I figured it was because you've already streamed today. Yeah, I don't usually do 2 streams per day because of, like, well, I usually just stick to 1 stream anyway, just for the sake of my voice and my sanity. But since I've been really in the mood, did I say in the mood for, like, a lot of Sonic games? God dang it. Like, really into, like, a lot of Sonic-related stuff, I had to, like, add, like, another stream for the mornings and whatnot. I mean, to be fair, to be completely fair, though, this is not the first time I've ever done, like, 2 streams on, like, a single day before. Like, I've done, like, multiple streams, or just 2 streams per day on, like, a regular sort of basis back in, like, some time of, like, early of this year, I think. Yeah, I remember, like, doing, like, 2 streams, for, like, some days while I was, like, working on, like, something in this hardcore world. And I stopped doing it because it was not really good for the channel. But, yeah, it's definitely, like, something I'm not really, like, regularly doing, but I usually announce beforehand, or probably, like, schedule something on the Discord server or somewhere that I'm gonna be doing an extra stream on, like, a weekday or whatnot. But who knows, really, who knows. Your sanity leaves as soon as you hit the go live button. I mean, I can easily debunk that. My sanity leaves every single time I don't, and yeah, I basically still lose my sanity even if I don't press the go live button. I'm always completely fricked mentally in some degrees. Anyway, let's keep going. We're heading in the wrong direction again. I was trying to, like, get back home and look for plain biomes along the way, and so far we're still striving away from our pathway home, I guess. But I guess we have a lot of oxide daisies we can steal, so that's good for us. Alright, anyway, let's keep grabbing all of these. Gotta love dealing with rain. I mean, I should have used the trident because I have Riptide on it. I don't know why I'm, like, using my fireworks still. There we go. Now I can go speed using my Riptide. With my trident and all that stuff, it's really cool. I mean, it's going to destroy the CPU and the recording even more, so I should not be doing that all the time, but still. Gotta love rain. Alright, pick up all of that. I don't want to get the tulips, because mainly it's a different type of flower. Even though it does give me, like gray dye, I also don't care that much.
You've got mail.
Are you interested in a Minecraft YouTuber that does hardcore to collaborate with? I mean, I don't know who they are, so that's all I'm gonna really ask is who they are. Because most likely, if I don't know who they are very well, then most likely I will not really do a collaboration. Usually, I always test the chemistry and like know if this person's nice to like talk to or like that, or to vibe with, and then I'll be able to do a collaboration. But who knows, really? I don't know. Anyway, 𝗦ście𝗰𝗶𝗹 or 𝗦ście𝗰𝗶𝗹. I don't know if that's how to pronounce your name. I feel like I completely fricked up your name. I apologize for that. I hope your day's doing pretty well. Yeah, I have no idea who the heck that person is, Subgamer, so unfortunately I don't know. But anyway, welcome to the Fox Army, though, mate. Also, I probably should double-check my, like, oh, God. Why the frick did Dobby send me a freaking picture of, like, a shadow plushie being weird? God damn it. On a car, someone's car on Lone Star, the car is steamed like him, too. Jesus Christ, there's already people... Wait, are there people in New Zealand who also like huge Sonic fanboys? Jesus Christ, that is horrifying. Okay, now the fact that I'm already saying that I'm a hype for Sonic Frontiers on Twitter, now people are sending me memes about Sonic. I swear to God, I'm doomed. I'm already doomed. I swear to God. Anyway, is this enough durability to do a few more searches around through here? Because we only need we need a few more flowers. So I'm kind of worried that our elytra might break mid-flight while we're looking for more flowers along the way, I guess. I think we should have enough durability, I guess, for some time. Hopefully. Anyway, give us some oxide daisies. Give me the crappy flowers. Please, I have to keep my elytra in check or else I'm just gonna die from fall damage. Yeah, we'll see what happens, Subgamers. Most likely not, though, because I'll just be busy with other stuff. Wee. Also join the Wacky Discord server if you guys are new, by the way. Soul Architect says, so what does ad time point redemption do? If you look at the description of the channel point reward, it says that it plays an ad for 3 minutes. So if you want everyone to suffer for 3 minutes, then that's a choice that you can do. I mean, I get money out of it, but it's like pretty poor. But hey, 3 minutes of ads. Yeah, there's descriptions. Do people like on mobile don't read the people on mobile never able to see the descriptions of the channel points? Because I can easily go to the button, press the button, says 3 minutes of ads, and that's it. Suffering. That's the description. Unless no one can read it because mobile is stupid. I have no idea. I honestly have no idea really, but I'll be very whack if that's the case. Okay, why are we getting suddenly very interesting terrain? Where the frick is the freaking bloody oxide daisies? Where's all the plains biomes that I saw earlier? This is a bra moment. Why is the terrain here now actually good? There is descriptions on mobile, so there is sorry, phone users don't get descriptions, but Subgamer says there are descriptions. So I'm gonna presume there's no descriptions, or there is. Then I'm gonna I give up. I have no idea who the hell do I trust now. Probably Subgamers. Even more, that's a secret project. Let's not go there. No one saw that. No one saw that. No one saw that huge plain biome that no one has ever seen in their entire life. Why am I going there? Anyway, I never seen them on my phone. That's very bizarre. Have you pressed the button and seen if it's like able to show up or not? Because usually you have to like press on the button first and then you'll be able to see the description. But unless it just automatically redeems it, then frick, then everyone's screwed then. Well, that's going to be really, really annoying for a lot of people then. Especially people are going to be asking about what the channel points does. That's really, really annoying. Alright, let's go over here. Fly. No, I don't want to fly too much. This elytra's going to break soon. And break all of that. It says 3 minutes of ads, and that's it. Suffering. Yeah, that's it. It's suffering. I only just properly checked. I don't use channel points on my phone and just assumed. Amazing. I mean, to be fair, like, the mobile experience on Twitch is still kind of rough. But to be fair, it's, I feel like a lot of people still are not too used to, like, using mobile all the time anyway. So, well. Alright, anyway, This thing is about to break. This poor thing is about to break soon, I swear to God. Got some, like, lilies of the land, which actually give you, like, proper white dye, which is the one thing I don't want. Here's some cursed grass that I left behind while I was excavating dirt. Just no context, cursed grass. Alright, anyway. Pick up the oxeye daisies. Give me all the light gray dye. I mean, technically I can mass produce it by putting black, well, actually no, that would just make gray dye. I want light gray dye. So, I don't know how that's gonna work. Fox destroys it, I don't understand. I already read your message, sub gamers. You can like avoid spamming that message again. So you should be fine. Alright, quickly go back over here and pick up more stuff. There we go. I don't even know how much more do we still need to grab. As long as it's like more than one, then it should be fine. Alright, more than one at least. Alright, see you later there. See you later then, sub gamers. I guess. Give me all your flowers. All your flowers are mine now. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm definitely gonna need to swap elytras, considering that we're not gonna be able to, I don't know if I should trust this to be able to get back to the Enderman farm in time. And honestly, I would just probably swap out the elytra anyway. Unless I don't have any more elytras, then we're kind of fricked then. But I think we still have a spare amount of elytras to deal with. So we should be fine. God, my stomach is really trying to explode. Alright, let's double check. 12 durability. Okay, that's horrifying to see. Is all the smelting done? Yep, all the smelting is done over there, so that's pretty good. Alright, how much light gray stuff do we have now? That is not the full row over here. That's not great. Okay, we have to travel even further, further beyond, I guess, and swap our elytras real quick. I'm gonna also quickly, like, dial in the recording settings, because this thing is yelling at me, saying that it's gonna overload because I keep traveling all the time, which is really, really annoying. So hopefully that's gonna solve it by just putting the preset mode to fast. Hopefully that will solve it. I don't know. I mean, I really want to stick to medium because medium has much more higher quality than fast for recordings. But oh well. Guess you can't win them all the time. This reminds me of Top Gun Maverick for whatever reason, just going through the canyons like that. Alright, anyway. Ooh, more of these stupid flowers. Real Nod Narb says, why are raids not allowed? Depends on the type of raid, because if you have less than 3 viewers, you'll not be able to raid, because I've had, like, multiple instances where, like, some guy is just gonna spam my chat with, like, 1 viewer, no viewer, or raids and stuff like that. So there are some new, like raid limits that are, like, pretty minimal depending on how much, like, people are watching or whatnot, but there are raid limits just to avoid people spamming people with, like, people spamming the raid channel button with, like, no viewers or, like, 1 viewer that's, like, a bot or whatever like that, and it's really bloody annoying. So apologies if you'd want to raid this channel, but at the same time, it's pretty useful. I really don't want to deal with idiots who keep doing with that. Can you press F3 real quick? Why? Just asking why, because most of the information that people would ask for F3 are already on the bottom right. You can see the day counter already. It's a day 7,182. I have no idea if there's any flowers over here that I'm looking for. Why does all the terrain here have to be interesting? There's a paint. Okay, there's some more plains biome. That's normal flowers. Got some more over there. Is that the abandoned village? No, that's not an abandoned village. I think that's the Scuff village I found it like a long time ago. Don't really remember. Warren Crown says, hey, I'm looking at random streams. How is your day or night? I'm doing pretty well. I would say I'm not very productive, because I feel a bit, like, exhausted after a while, and I'm guessing that's because of, like, me getting kind of, like, creatively burn out all of a sudden. Well, not really all of a sudden, but gradually, which is pretty, yikes. But overall, my day's been pretty alright. Hope your day's been doing alright. Yeah, but it's not on the bottom, so what information are you looking for? Like, if you're looking for my computer specs as well, you can do !specs. That's a much more better way of seeing what my computer specs are as well. But don't know if there's any other information that people care about in that 3 menu apart from like the day count, the coordinates, and the specs on my computer. Because the majority of the other stuff is really just down for me to like, it's really just down for like me for like building like farms and whatnot, and not really general purpose for anyone else. Anyway, if you need a break, Fox, I'm sure everyone would understand. And like that, no, that's completely fine. I'm happy to have at least some opportunity to take a break, but I'm planning to do that for New Year's Day anyway, because my family is wanting me to like take a vacation to the Cook Strait here in New Zealand. But then again, I'm not going to do it like a break in the very near future, because I know for a fact that this Twitch channel is already kind of dying in the sort of perspective of the Twitch algorithm. So doing a break is probably just going to make things even more worse. Doing a streaming break is just going to be telling the Twitch algorithm, say, yeah, I'm done streaming, despite my streamer not actually quitting Twitch. But like, yeah, we're dead now. Don't recommend this to anybody else, and that's going to make things really bad. really bad, and I don't want to deal with that. So that's why I'm not going to do like an immediate short-term break for now, but there is like a break that I have planned with my family later on by New Year's Day. So all I need to do is just last until New Year's Day, so what could possibly go wrong between now and then? Probably a lot, so hopefully I don't jinx that. Oh god. Hopefully I don't jinx that. Alright, let's double check on our supplies of flowers again, because we're pretty much like yoinked almost every single like Oxeye Daisy or Azure Bluette around every single like plains biome in our general vicinity. Anywhere near close to spawn anyway. This should be more than enough. That sucks that Twitch is like that. I mean, that's how all algorithms work. If you become very inactive and you don't have a lot of active followers that are willing to like recommend the stream to like a lot of other people outside of the algorithms and stuff like that, your channel is basically gonna die. And that's already been like a spiraling down trend that this channel has been going through for now, and it's really disheartening, but also I just don't give a crap anymore, honestly. Can you do /seed? How about no? I'm not doing /seed, so people would just like spoil me like parts of the world. No thank you, I don't want to deal with that, thank you very much. But yeah, I purposely don't share the seed because I want to like keep things as secret as possible. And yeah, it's just gonna be really like crappy if you like just like reveal locations and stuff like that to people, so that's why I don't really share it that much. Alright, anyway. I mean, I know for some people want to like replicate the area of the world and whatnot, but yeah, there's still that sort of possibility. Alright, anyway, we got all the... No, I don't want more skull blocks or skull catalysts in my inventory. Okay, we have all the dyes that we hopefully need. I'm gonna hope. So we're gonna turn these all into light gray dye. I swear to god, if this is not enough dye, I'm gonna be so freaking mad. But I think that should be somewhat enough. I feel like it's not enough. But at the same time, I'm not really gonna be too picky about it, hopefully. Okay, let's turn this into red dye. This one to yellow dye. And then we're able to turn it into multiple orange dye. Wow, I'm able to produce multiple types of dye. That's amazing. Okay, that's a good supply of flowers or dye for now. So let's go back to our nether project and get back to work, I guess. Anyway, let's see here. 𝗬𝗶𝗹 says, hey Fox, hope you're doing pretty nice. It's also 1.15.2c anyway. I mean, yeah, and stuff like that, but like there's also the new Deep Sleep generation that's also like underground, which is not gonna help. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Xenoplayer says, I found your channel while you were building the village in the iceberg. Haven't been able to watch recently due to timing, so just want to say seeing you fly past it was a blast of nostalgia and was pretty nice indeed. I mean, I really want to like get the Fox Hardcore World's highlights as soon as possible to like the point where we're building that ice city, but it's also like really whack, I guess. Anyway, it's not hard to use terrain to figure out a seed. I mean, it depends really. If you're able to like know what the version number is and also the specific points of like a sort of terrain, you could guess the seed. But thanks to probably the new like seed algorithms for like 1.18, I don't know if that's still entirely accurate, but who knows. Anyway, how you doing by the way? 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹 hope you're doing pretty well. And also not ending. Hope you're doing pretty nice as well, mate. Hope your day's been doing pretty well. I mean, yeah, it's in 1.15.2, but I also, like, modified the terrain quite a lot, so, to each their own, I guess. I don't know how much of the terrain is still, like, based off the seed and not, like, anything else, so you do whatever you want to do, I guess. God damn it, my bloody computer does not love, like, streaming around through here. I really need to move away from, like, using the medium settings for, recordings. Okay, let's see. Here we are. I mean, I should have not grabbed more red poppies when I knew that there's just, like, crap tons of them over here, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I need another shulker box to, store all of these. What even was this supposed to be? I don't even remember. I don't even know why I had, like, all these materials here, but you're gonna be dumped over here now. Congratulations, guys. Okay, let's go and move this over here. Anyway, new home for all these dyes, I guess, to just put them in, like, green shulker boxes. Amazing. Okay, so that's most of the dyes sort out, I guess. I'm probably gonna move the orange ones over here. Okay, so now we need a crap ton of... Yeah, we need to convert a crap ton of, like, these dyes into light gray dye and orange dye and all that stuff. So hopefully that's not gonna be too painful. Oh, frick, I remember... I just remember one dye we forgot to get, and that's the green dye from, like, our ventures with, like, getting cacti earlier. God dang it. I need to quickly grab the green dye before I forget about that. It's like, I was wondering, like, I was, like, thinking, am I missing, like, another dye? Because I feel like we're pretty short on, like, one specific color, and then I realized. Anyway, at least we have, like, a stronghold portal here. We can easily go to the end and whatnot, and I still have my, my bed set all the way back in the spawn chunk, so I can easily go back like so. Frick you, Enderman. Go back like so over here. Anyway, stay hydrated, ladies and gentlemen. Why is the freaking, like, stay hydrated, like, sound effect so slow? Jesus. Anyway. Alright, let's get back to work, I guess. Anyway, I'm just gonna ignore, like, some people's messages, I guess. Also, bronze, cool. Or it's just bronze. Hope you're doing pretty nice so far. Still bronze, mate. Right. What else can I really talk about? There really isn't that much to really talk about. Just us still doing the hardcore work. As always. I got all of our green dye now. So we should be fine on all of our dyes. Hopefully for our floor plans. Unless I'm missing something else, which I highly doubt. Yeah, I highly doubt I'm missing another color of some kind, so we should be fine on our quest for making, like, stained glass, hopefully. So we're just gonna go back over here, negative 1,000-ish, negative something 500-ish. Should be around through here for our Crimson City base. Well, not really much of a base, but mainly a city, so oh well. Still got migraines or a long concussion, whatever it is? No. I think I usually say neck pains, but, like, so far the neck pains haven't been really too, like, problematic nowadays. It's still lingering, but it's very, very, like, mild now, so I would say I'm, like, doing alright so far, I guess. Jesus, my stomach is really fricked. Oh, you still have migraines and stuff like that, which is still, yikes, yeah, but yeah. Hope you feel better soon. Still bronze, but yeah, big yikes, mate. Anyway, I don't know if you were, like, asking me or you were mentioning about yourself earlier about, like, a migraine, so I wasn't really able to, like, understand. You gotta love text messages, you know. It's really hard to understand sometimes. Alright, get ourselves some green dye ready. Yeah, we're gonna, like, put them all in, like, their own respective shulker boxes for now. Turn this all to green dye. I mean, that should be more than enough green dye for us to label, like, basalt pillars? Yeah, basalt pillars, because the orange stained glass is going to indicate what is, frick. The orange stained glass is going to indicate what are quartz pillars for, like, each of the buildings and stuff like that, so we should be fine then. Why do I not have the full amount? Oh, yeah, because I haven't got enough dye yet, so that makes sense. Hey, Tim Bonsai, hope you're doing pretty well so far still, mate. Alright. That's a lot of orange dye. Or orange stained glass, that's pretty nice. Okay, lots of light gray dye, because they will indicate for us what is the accent blocks for each building. So that's going to be lovely, I guess. And besides, once we're done with all the glass and then start building the actual buildings, we can actually use the glass as still part of like the building itself, or we can repurpose it for like a farm in the future. So hey, at least we can recycle our glass in the future if we would need to do that. I also just realized that we're gonna have a crap ton of red glass by the end of like all of this, so that's gonna be something that we'll have to figure out how to deal with after a while. Oh boy. Anyway, I'm doing okay. I'm sick and I have school in the morning and I probably have to get going, but I don't care. Don't care. I'm doing good. I have a lot of schoolwork. I mean, you do what you need to do about it, mate, okay? Just make sure you don't have a lot of stresses in your life and just do all your homework. And also, aspects. Apologies if I missed your follower alert earlier, but welcome to the Fox Army. And Xenoplayer says, why didn't you just set your respawn with the anchor if it's hardcore? Because if you go to the end and go to the portal, like the home portal and stuff like that, you'll be teleported to whatever respawn area or beacon or whatever like that, whether it's a bed or a respawn anchor, once you return back to the overworld. So that's why we set the respawn point, even though we don't respawn, to the anchor if we need to repair tools and what stuff. So that's pretty handy. I mean, yeah, I get that as a frequently asked question about people who have not really understood that functionality that very well, but that's not too bad anyway. But it's a pretty, like, useful thing to those who are working in the Nether and stuff like that, so you don't have to, like, go back and forth between the overworld and, like, overworld and parts of the Nether if you're working on something. So that's pretty nice. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's probably like more than enough, I guess, for this amount of dye. So probably we're just gonna aim for. Are we already out of like light gray dye? Okay, that's okay. We're fricked. We're out of light gray dye. No. Okay. Anyway, we'll just have to see how that goes then. Oh boy, that's actually not great. If that's how much light gray dye we had. Frick. Okay, you know what? That's fine. It's fine. Everything is hopefully gonna be fine, because, yeah, that's because I said so, hopefully. Let me just quickly dump some spare glass that we don't really need to touch. Right. I also need to repurpose some shulker boxes to fit in some black glass. I don't know where the heck I'm gonna fit them all, though, so that's gonna be a bit of a problem. Okay, this is what happens when you need to deal with some very wacky amounts of, like, inventory management, I guess. I hate sometimes dealing with this. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let me just rearrange everything that we need to move. So this is red stained glass, white stained glass for now. We need multiple white stained glass shulker boxes because we need to place down a crap ton of white stained glass anyway. This is all black stained glass, but we'll touch on that later on. That's green, that's red. So this is pretty much good to go. Green and, not red, orange. Red, green, orange, that's all good. That's some of the white, white glass that we have. Do we still have some left over, I think, over here, so we can fill up that shulker box? Because I remember there was, like, a lot of spares somewhere. There was, like, a few extra spare, like, there. Yeah, we have plenty of spares. Spare, like, a white stained glass, so that's perfectly fine then. I'm gonna quickly grab that. Really don't care if I fail my classes anymore because you're kind of useless. Or they're kind of useless. I mean, that's fair, question mark. I mean, it depends on, like, whether you're good for, like, university and stuff like that, or college. Anyway, that does sound pretty nice, which I thought of that when I was making my first gold farm LMAO. Well, at least you know now, so if you're able to work on future projects, at least you know that a little bit of knowledge. I need to move these bones. These are kind of annoying. Move back over here. This is what happens when you don't know how to inventory manage your stuff. Okay, dump this. We have a lot of different assortments of, like, dyes and stuff like that, which is great for some things, not great for other things, though. Light gray dye, light gray, I'm gonna dump, like, anything that's not, like, dyed out of here. I might convert all these into, like, sorry, I'm gonna convert probably all the leftover glass over here to black glass, because why not? Alright, dump that over there as well. Okay, these are all set. I'm gonna put them behind over here, because that way I can kind of separate them out. Apologies if I'm getting a little bit quiet now, because I'm trying to, like, do some inventory management, and it's not very glamorous, but at the same time, this is also pretty, like, annoying to deal with, so apologies if I get pretty quiet. Anyway, 𝗦cie Gamer and Violin tries again. Welcome back. Hope you're doing pretty well. Back to Minecraft, I see. Yeah, we're back to doing the Minecraft stuff. Hope you're still doing pretty nice so far, Violin. Dump that. Yeah, that's full. That's a full shulker box right there. I'm gonna move this. Okay, let's move that because that's already pretty much like ready to go, I guess. Okay, that's good. Gonna convert this into black glass now. I'm not gonna use up all of the with the roses for this because I mean they're valuable, so I'm probably not gonna hopefully use all of that all the time. Convert that. Convert that. Frick it, getting some more black dye out of the with the roses. Thank you very much. Okay. And how much more can we get out of that? Maybe I should stop there. I think that would that be more than enough black glass? I'm gonna like yeah, I'm probably gonna leave it for there, I guess, because I don't want to really overflow amount of like space here with like unstained glass, I guess. Alright, so let's do a quick inventory check. We still have 2 spare shulker boxes full of like non-stained glass. We got 2 shulker boxes somewhat full of black stained glass. 1 shulker box full of white stained glass. 2 full of like, yeah, 2 full of like normal light gray stained glass, and 1 with a mixture of white and light gray, 1 full of orange, 1 full of green, and 1 that's gonna be spared for like all the red that we're gonna be removing. So hopefully that's gonna indicate that should be enough glass. Actually, I'm gonna jinx it and say this is not enough glass for all the floor planning we need to do for this city, but I guess this is a pretty good start for whatever we need to work on. So yeah, that's pretty good. I actually also realized I don't have a select color for the roadway, so probably just stick to white. Similar to like the old design before, but I definitely will want to change it to something else, but I don't know what color will be suitable. Maybe light blue, but I don't know really. Anyway, doing good. Had to sleep between your stream. It's currently 8:15 here now, so that's pretty nice. So you're able to catch up with 2 streams, Violin, so that's pretty cool. And also, Tame Bonsai says, you're good. I'm trying to like fall asleep because I'm tired and your voice is so calming and relaxing to me. I mean, that's pretty pog, I guess. I mean, I always doubt that it's always relaxing to me, I guess, as well. So hopefully you get some good rest then, mate. Boneless says, yo, how's it going, Fox? I'm doing pretty well. And Violin also asks, how are you doing as well? I mean, I'm doing pretty well in general. I mean, I wish I was a little bit more productive. I've been not very productive as of recently, but for now, I've been doing alright. So I would say, like, for me, I'm doing okay, I guess, in general. Right, let's see. Okay, you want? We're just gonna stick to these bases of, yeah, these simple, bases of, shulker boxes for now. I just have a bit of like a moment to think whether or not I should like color code all the shulker boxes, because they're all the same color. They're all the same color, so I might need to I think it is gonna be better if we just color code them real quick, or else we're gonna be completely and utterly fricked on which shulker box is which. I think that'll be pretty wise for all of our inventory management, you think? Let's see. I don't have any light gray, so we'll just have to like assume that every single white shulker box is a light gray or a white shulker box. That's definitely not gonna go terribly. Okay, that's green, that's orange. So if we ever need to resupply our stuff with orange shulker boxes and stuff like that, that's perfectly fine. This is red. Alright, so that's white, that's white, that's white, these 2 are black, and that's also white, so we're gonna turn these all into white shulker boxes. Gotta love color coding shulker boxes. Really helps my OCD, just a small bit. Just helps a small bit for my OCD. Okay, there we go, and then we're gonna quickly grab some black dye, just to cover a little bit of those 2 shulker boxes over there. Anyway, they're the best color, though. You have wither roses with you, though. I mean, yeah, I have a crap ton of, like, wither roses, but I don't want to keep wasting them all, I guess. I mean, then again, I probably should, because I still have, like, a way to get even more wither roses, but, like, at the same time, nah, I don't know. I really don't know, honestly. Anyway, we should be fine with our supply of, like, glass for now, I guess. So anyway, thus begins at sometime today on November, whatever, I'm trying to be ceremonial or whatever like that, we can finally start work on doing the floor plans for what the buildings are going to look like for the city. And I have zero idea on where the hell do we start. Like, I guess we start, like, directly over here, I guess? Maybe, like, starting around through here will be a good spot? But then again, there's, like, still a lot of stuff I need to... I kind of want to build, like, a building over here, so I need to move everything around through here, which is going to be a huge pain in the arse. So I'm not going to do that. So let's go probably somewhere else. Probably quickly scout around and see which is a pretty good spot to start off, like, for planning some buildings and see how we go from there, I guess. Alright, nice or bird shot and see how it all looks. I mean, we moved the beacons recently around through here, so we can just basically select any spot around through here to start off, I guess. Maybe in the middle. I feel like starting in the middle might actually help out a little bit. I mean, it might seem a little bit counterintuitive, but at the same time, like, I kind of like it if, like, the city would always start from, like, the beginning, like, in some sort of origin point, and then just spreads across a little bit more evenly, I guess. But less and less sophisticated buildings, but in the middle is much more sophisticated. So, maybe that would work pretty well? I guess that might work pretty well, I guess. I also just realized that there's actually no place to, put the shulker boxes while I'm moving between areas, so, I'm probably gonna place it directly on top of the, half slabs, I guess, for the meantime. Alright, no, I don't want to swap my trident, thank you very much. We heard the soundtrack from, like, the last stream we did on Sonic Generations, so that was pretty pog. Okay, let me just quickly, first of all, make sure everything's cleaned up. We still have, like, a lot of, like, road markings around through here, so we'll quickly fix this up real quick. God, I can't talk anymore. Alright, let's go over here. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. All right, break that real quick. There we go. Still need to clean up a little bit of the edges here. Anyway, back to chill stream time, I guess. Listening to a wide range of, like, different, like, Sonic soundtracks as always. This is what happens when I expose myself as a Sonic fan. Everyone's just gonna basically, like, meme the frick out of me sometimes. Or just share memes, actually. I'm fine with people sharing memes. Alright, anyway. Should be all good. So we got that completely cleaned up. So I guess the first building that will be laid out is gonna be somewhere around through here? I'm not too sure exactly how it would look like. I should probably take a screenshot of, like, what the floor plan arrangement is, so that way I don't forget which is the right color for which. So I'll definitely forget about that, and I'm gonna be an idiot for forgetting about that. So let me just quickly double check that. McLuke. Sorry, or just Luke. Hope you're doing pretty nice so far, mate. Hope you're still doing alright. I'm so bad at remembering names. Also, ignore the fact that I shot, like, a lot of fire arrows nearby. I was just testing something. Okay, this does not help me whatsoever. Yeah, the fact that there's a building in the way, or, like, there's, like, current plans or building design in the way is really hard for me to, like, know which is the right color. So I'm gonna go in a different angle to try and get a good screenshot out of that. None of these are good angles, but whatever. At least we got something over here. Okay. At least I'm able to color code what the floor plan design is from that distance, hopefully. Okay, I'm just gonna put it somewhere for the meantime. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it, like, somewhere in, like, another monitor I have. So that way I can memorize which is the right or a pattern or a block I need to use for which block or something I need to use, I guess. I'm so bad at articulating words, I'm so sorry about that. Ah! Okay, so, what do we start off with? Do I start with the accent blocks, or should I start with, like, the wall blocks first? Because I would say, like, a good sort of general knowledge is to start with the wall blocks, and then you double check if there's enough clearance for, like, any of the, sort of, like, accessory blocks, or not accessory blocks, but the detail blocks that would usually be in front of the wall. But maybe it's best we have, like, the outline of where the, decorative, like, blocks are, the accent blocks are, because that way we know where's the limit, or what's the outer perimeter of like each building maybe. That might be a bit wise then. We also need some red, it's not red, like orange like stained glass to indicate where all the quartz pillars are, so that's a good start then. I'm probably gonna stick to just only 2 stacks. I don't know how much light gray stuff we need, so let's just, I think that should be more than enough, I guess. Alright, let's start doing some floor planning, I guess, and see how that will work. So, I'm gonna make sure I don't have the habit of accidentally using the netherrack pickaxe, or not the netherrack pickaxe, netherite pickaxe, so that way I don't accidentally cause, like, some very weird damage to this area. Okay, so we want to, like, have, like, an outline of something around through here. I don't know what building would this area be, but it would be nice to have, like, some sort of dome or, like some sort of, like city hall or some sort of design in the middle over here, but I'm honestly clueless on what this middle building over here will look like. So we're gonna have a lot of experimenting that we would need to do. I cannot speak shite anymore. Holy crap. Okay. Anyway, let's see how that will work. Okay, that's not looking good if we have it like that. Let's put some light gray glass here so we can see what the outline is right now. Anyway, 𝗏𝗏 or 𝗏𝗏. I don't know what else to really say about that name, but anyway, welcome to the Fox Army. Hope your day's been doing pretty nice. Hope your day's been doing pretty well, by the way. I'm probably gonna leave this area, like, try to keep this area as flat as possible then, just to make sure that that looks kind of neat-ish. Beer says, no one has ever got my name right, so it's fine. Yeah. Also, I'm still not sure how it's pronounced, so yeah, that's fair enough then. 𝗏𝗏. Yo, 𝗏𝗏. Apparently, like, Boneless is able to recognize them, so that's pretty pog. Let's see how that will look. Well, these were all not strangers, I guess, in this chat. B. Alright, anyway. Let's see here. 3 blocks wide. That's good for that sort of part of the wall here. So I guess this would turn into... Well, I have no idea what this exactly would be built as, so... Maybe we'll turn this into, like, either, like, a bit of a church or some sort of, like, town hall or something like that. I'm honestly pretty clueless, so we'll just have to, like, brainstorm a little bit more what this building would have to be in the future, but... Hopefully it will look nice, because I don't know if it would. If it would still. Anyway, we love churches, and we are neutral in town halls. Amazing. So maybe this turns into like some random church, but honestly I have no idea. We're probably just gonna brainstorm even further, I guess, if we can't think of any good ideas for a while. Expand this a little bit. Just making sure that the outlines look pretty alright. What does that look like over there? Now, this is what the chill streams are going to be made to thrive on. It's just me focusing on how building layouts will work without being interrupted solely by the chat all the time. That's always pretty nice. I mean, just like DM or like whisper to each other if you want to share something between each other, by the way. That's still an option that you guys can still use. Okay, now before I turn this into like a weirdly phallic object, how do I make sure that like the details here look pretty alright? Because I feel like this is gonna slowly turn into like a shape of a church of some kind, but I don't know how I'm gonna structure this. How did you use a world eater to clear out this nether area? Well, here's the thing, I did not use a world eater. Like, nothing. I just basically just did... this actually was mainly, like, natural terrain, and then I just added, like, a lot of terraforming stuff to make sure it looks pretty good. So that's basically it. There really isn't that much of, like, a huge usage of, yeah, like, a lot of, like, huge terraforming stuff. I mean, I basically did, like, a lot of, controlled explosives using TNT, so that's basically how it works. You have my respect. I hate nether mining as well. I mean, that's fair enough. I mean, if you use TNT that isn't like TNT duping and stuff like that, that could still work, but it is a bit tedious. Also, Virus Beam, welcome to the Fox Army. Hope you're doing pretty nice. I cannot speak anymore. My throat is slowly dying. But yeah, I hope your day's been doing pretty nice. Okay, yeah, I'm still clueless on how the frick this is going to look. So we're just gonna have to like experiment a little bit with some of the designs, or some of the designs over here, and see how that will work, I guess. I'm probably not gonna commentate too much, because sometimes I'm just gonna like think internally if that will be a good idea or not, but who knows, I might also speak some things out loud and see how that will go. So apologies if I go a little bit quiet for some bits of this stream. But yeah, this is basically this is basically a time where I had to do the big think and make sure that this looks good for me. If it doesn't, then I have an aneurysm or something like that, so yeah, hopefully this will look good, because if it doesn't, I don't know what to think about that anymore after a while. But yeah, hopefully this will look good. Anyway, but yeah, I've been watching for the last 3 minutes, and good chill time, NZ. Nice, glad to hear you having a pretty nice time during the stream. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of aneurysms, so take your time indeed. I'll take my sweet, sweet time, because I like that when it comes to chill streams anyway. Anyway, let's salty trash. Welcome to the Fox Army, let's salty trash. Hope your day's been doing pretty well. Okay, it's the design of this building is slowly becoming phallic, which is something that I'm kinda trying to avoid right now, but it's not really helping. Oh well, I guess we can't really stop that after a while, which is pretty horrifying. It blows my mind that it's still here. It's pretty amazing seeing a lot of people just meet up again in like this very wacky stream. Amazing. Okay, frick. Okay, let's see if this would still look good. It is going to look phallic. I'm just gonna say that the outline is definitely gonna look kind of whack. Okay, so it should be fine. Fox hasn't been openly hostile yet, so I'm here for it. Oh boy. I mean, we'll see how it goes, though. We'll see. How the frick would this have to be structured, though? Sometimes building design is not my strong suit, and usually I would always like panic whenever it doesn't look great or not. God, how do I want this to look? How would I want this to look, anyway? So I know for a fact that I want some sort of like chamber over here. Having some sort of like chamber over here would make sense. Maybe I should expand a little bit of like the width of I'm gonna say it, frick it, shaft, I guess. The shaft of this building here a little bit bigger, I guess, so that way we can add a little bit more space to this middle portion over here. And I broke a piece of light gray glass and not get anything out of it because I don't have silk touch on my fists. Great, good job, Fox. You ruined a piece of glass. Alright. Yeah, this is very uneven, I just realized, because I cannot expand this area. So, how on the bloody hell do I even resolve this? Technically, I don't need to really resolve it. I could just, like, leave it as, like, part of its sort of design, but then again, it would look kind of stupid. It might look a little bit stupid, I guess, but who knows? I just have to figure out a way to make this look or work pretty well, I guess? Then again, I'm not really great when it comes to Minecraft building, so I highly doubt this would go very well. Alright. Should I make it like an indent, sort of like entrance over here? Maybe? Maybe have like a bit of an indent sort of entrance over here? So like stop right over there. Add another light gray glass over there, then have like a frick. Have that over there. So that can act as a bit of like an entrance. Would that work? I mean, it might. I mean, this area over here is gonna be very, very small, but who knows? Maybe actually like lower the width of this. Lower the width of this, or just like narrow down the width of this. I'm so bad at like using words. This is the pinnacle of chill stream now, where I'm just like trying to like make sure like a layout is looking pretty good or not. Then again, I'm not an actual like studying architect, so I don't know how well that's going to go. Alright, we can add like our orange pillar over there. Now, one thing I could debate is whether or not the glass or like the outline over here that I placed down could just be the wall, or should be like the outside portion of the building. And I think it would fit better if it was the wall of the building instead of like an outside portion or outline portion or something like that. Yeah, it would fit probably a bit better if it was like part of the wall instead. Okay, frick you, you hoglin piece of shit. Anyway, see you later then, Asteria. Hope you have a pretty nice time bowling. Hope you do pretty well, mate. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely not gonna help a little bit. Like, how the frick did I manage to, like, structure all of this? How in the bloody hell? Okay, okay, I need to, like, place down glass. Or, like, some pillars down over here, so that way it highlights the sort of, like, accent blocks around through here. Yeah, I'm just gonna focus on just chatting with the chat, I guess. I just accepted that I forget my words. I just call gas angry marshmallow dude. And then there's the big ugly gray fish that gives you mining fatigue, and that's his name now. I mean, honestly, that's a pretty good name for those mobs. So honestly, I won't blame you on that. There's a pretty pretty legendary names to share across. Honestly, I find them very hilarious. How in the world did 57 more people keep watching this stream? I am amazed. Anyway, back to chill vibes, I guess. Yeah, I think it's actually better we treat this as like the outline of where all of the decorative blocks are going to be, because I don't think we have enough space to really expand this like by an extra block. I mean, we might, but I also want to keep this area free for whatever reason. So, yeah, I guess we'll just have to live with that, I guess. How is that arranged? So 1, 2, 3. Yep, so 1, 2, 3. Change that with orange. Then break that. Then break that. And then break that. There we go. And that's how you swap blocks. Hopefully that's the right alignment. Yep, looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm just gonna hope that this looks good, because I swear to God, if it doesn't, we're all gonna be slightly screwed, maybe. But yeah, I think that looks alright-ish. I mean, this area is flat, but there really isn't that much we can really do for this building. I mean, it'll look very bizarre, but oh well. I have no idea what else to say about this. What do you think is the ugliest mob? I don't actually know, really. I don't really know what would be the most ugliest mob in Minecraft. I mean, it really depends on, like, how you view things, really. It's all, like, beauty is really down to, like, subjective opinion, so I have no idea, honestly. Okay. Let's see what happens when we add, like, the sort of, like, wall outlines. How much worse can it be if we put, like, the wall outlines here? Probably gonna make things even worse, but who knows? We might give it a chance and see how that will look. Alright, black glass time. And we also need some green glass to highlight where all the basalt pillars are. So, we get some of this as well. And then just follow the outline around through here and see how that goes. Basically, any sort of like anywhere where like the orange and like light gray glass is touching is something that we need to remove, because this would just indicate where all the walls are. So that's fine, hopefully. One thing I do need to figure out is what the heck are we gonna do once we finish with all the floor plans. Do I put the building blocks on top of the glass, or should I remove the glass and then put the building blocks? That's gonna be a little confusing, but let's see how it goes, I guess. It should be not too bad. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Ba da da ba 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 ba. Bum 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 bum. There's gonna be a lot of like red glass that I'm gonna be storing up. It's definitely not gonna fit in like one shulker box. We need to like, we need to probably find like a proper way of storing all of the red glass that we're gonna get out of this entire like project. So God forbid, I don't want to know how much work we need to do when it comes to that. All right, Is that gonna fit? Actually, I'm gonna be very concerned if it doesn't. There's no way that this area is gonna fit properly. For a corner like this, I have absolutely no clue, so we're just gonna leave it as it is, I guess. Maybe have this as a, like a basalt pillar then. Right, just have it like that, I think. I don't know what else to say about that. I'm actually now confused. How is there going to be able to be any sort of windows that'll fit here? Because I realized most of the areas here would not be able to fit any sort of windows. Oh boy. So I'm gonna have to figure out how that will work eventually. This is definitely a bit concerning. Let's add, like, actually, let's also add, like, a basalt pillar around through here. Just act as accent blocks. That should be fine. Black glass over there. Okay. I don't know what the frick I'm doing sometimes. Sometimes I'm just gonna YOLO when it comes to a crap ton of building design. I just realized this doesn't have the same width compared to, like, the other parts of the building. So, you know what? I'm probably going to move this a little bit back. Move this just by, like, a block backwards just to make sure it all kind of matches up. I mean, it's going to destroy this area, but whatever. I'll worry about that later on. Fix all that. There we go. I need to get some spare light gray glass to fix that outline. There we go. How would that look? I mean, that looks kind of drunk AF, so probably need to lower this down then. Okay, lowering this down, or move that to the right-hand side. Frick. I have no idea if this is gonna look nice or not. But you know what? I don't care, I feel like. Alright, there we go. Then we add another pillar over here. That should make things a little bit more neater. Mind if I ask what mobs you wanted in the mob votes? I mean, if I can remember. Most of them were pretty much like the ones that were chosen already for, like, the game. So it's really whatever, really, I guess. I wasn't really too swayed by popular opinion. It's really just down to, like, what features would probably fit better, I guess, for Minecraft that hasn't existed yet. So I don't know what else to really say about my choices. Let's see. Yeah, we have to break this area a little bit now. Alright, there we go. That should make this area much more freer to build. There we go. Add that. God, my freaking back is gonna really be a bit cracky today. Both cranky and a bit cracky. Different types of pillars over here. Whoops, I misplaced that.
You've got mail.
You got mail. Anyway, can you say Uwu, says Ayush Kid Part 13? Ayush Kid Part 13, if that's how to pronounce your name? I mean, there you go, I guess, if you want to get some memes out of that. I mean, I'm fine saying Uwu all the time anyway, I don't really mind. Alright, do I want to put something over here? I have no idea. I can't even tell which is going to be the doorway for this area. It's either this spot over here or this spot over here. Honestly, I give up. I have no idea which is going to be the doorway, and I'm not going to ask. But yeah, is this going to look nice? With how we've laid things out. I don't know. It still looks incredibly phallic. And, yeah, there really isn't that much to really say about this. But hopefully it will look nice, I guess. I don't know if it's going to look pretty nice or not. But it might work in some degrees in some areas, but who knows. I really have no idea if this will look okay or not. Just make sure that the distance between the these sort of different pillars here are fine, because it's either going to have to be a diagonal or a block spaced away from, like, each other. Because the green will indicate that's a basalt pillar, while the orange indicates a quartz pillar, and I'm trying to make sure they are, like, separated in even, somewhat even sort of manner. That is if we were going to be using that material specifically for this building, but who knows. We might change it up a little bit maybe in the future. But yeah, hopefully that's going to work. If not, then we are screwed, I guess. Because I have no idea how this is going to, what else this is going to work, I guess. Anyway, we're going to keep this open for, like, the doorway, and probably call it for this building. I don't know what this building is going to be, but it is something, I guess. It is something. Anyway, we can use the white stained glass again to act as a bit of like a road sort of indicator, so we're going to probably use that for a small bit, just to make sure we can draw out some pretty good road marks on where everything is, honestly. So yeah, let's use that as a bit of like a road indicator. Put this back over here. Light gray can stay over here for now. And I'm going to steal some more white glass and build some proper roads for a bit. Welcome back, Doja and Eden. Hope you guys are doing pretty nice so far. So far still, guys. God, I can't talk anymore. Alright. God, I have no idea how most of this entire place is going to work. I forgot to also excavate this part, by the way. So that has to be fixed up probably later on in the future. Okay, so we got like a bit of a road system going around through here. Maybe? I don't know. So we're gonna have a road over here. Probably gonna follow this trail of like where all this nylium is going and see how that would work. Anyway, Doja says, I got a gifted sub, let's go. I'm gonna presume it's from Asteria, so be sure to give like your thanks to Asteria after a while. She's currently like bowling at the moment. Violet says the hide and seek one, the walking art holder, and the big seed finding one. Which one did you choose? I probably chose the big seed finding one. Probably that might work pretty well in some degrees, but who knows. But anyway, let's go and open up this. Do 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 do. Ba-dum ba-dum bo bum bum. There's like a freaking like pimple in my nostril and I absolutely hate it. Alright, let's see. Might need to expand a little bit of like the curves over here. 4, 4, 4. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Then I'm gonna add like a bit of a road over here and see how that will look. What's your favorite Minecraft pet? Says Bronze. I don't know, because I wouldn't really consider foxes as a pet, because you can't really fully tame them compared to like dogs and cats. But out of those two, I don't know. Maybe parrots, I would say. Parrots are actually a much more better pet than dogs or cats, I guess. But cats are pretty good at scaring creepers, so I don't know, honestly. Really don't know. Okay, so what else? What else can we fit around through here? We need to probably have the road link around through the edge like this. Yeah, probably have this road go around next to the edge, and then have like a building next to this area here. So continue this diagonal until we reach this portion here, then make a bit of a turn. I don't know. I'm just winging everything that I'm doing right now, as I usually do. Anyway, they are noisy. Mine is cats. I mean, fair enough then. If apparently parrots are a bit too noisy for some people, I mean, that's fair enough then. Uh-huh. Do 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 bum 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 bum. Hopefully that pathway is gonna look nice, because I sort of got it if it doesn't. Alright, that's 4 blocks. How did I arrange this? So it has to be 1, 4, then everything else is 3. Okay, perfect. Do, 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 do. How are you, Fox? I'm doing pretty well so far. Pretty much I'm just been chilling, but then again, I haven't really been too productive as of recently. So overall, I've been pretty much chilling, I guess. Okay, let's see how this road layout will work. The reason why we're working on the road layouts and not the building layouts for a while is that we have to make sure that the buildings are somewhat connected by a proper road system. that's kind of what it was pretty much lacking for Ice Nemesis, and now we have to like kind of reinforce that sort of idea properly now for these builds. So hopefully this will look somewhat decent, I guess, in terms of like infrastructure stuff now. Hopefully, I swear to God, if the infrastructure still looks complete and utter garbage, I'm gonna be so mad. But hopefully it will look pretty good. I don't know if I like this curve, because I kind of want to make things as like as somewhat straight as possible, but then again, I don't know how possible it is to really keep things straight. So this is gonna be kind of awkward. Probably gonna make a bit of a much more sharper turn over here, and I broke a glass without using Tilt Touch. Ow. Alright, see you later then, Boneless. Hopefully see you next time. Be sure to get some good rest then, mate. And also make sure you have enough able to finish up all your work tomorrow. Good luck on everything. Hopefully you do your best. Anyway, yes, I got the emotes now. Haha. Let's go. Emotes Pog. Gotta love emotes. Okay. This looks like a huge like L now, which is not completely ideal. I wouldn't really want to like have a huge L to see, but oh well. Good enough, I guess, for now. I can't sing anymore, my throat is already freaking dead. Alright. Okay, let's see how that will look. That looks kinda janky. Wait, how the frick was the other like designs able to work out? I'm confused. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna try and like get this turn done as much as I could. Shooter Chewy, how you doing by the way, Shooter Chewy? Hope your day's been doing pretty nice. Okay. Make a bit of like pathway through here. There has to be like a straight pathway through here anyway, because this would be a bit of like a bit of an intersection just to go down over here, I guess. So let's see how that will work out. Actually, let me just lay out that there will be an intersection over here and see how we can fix up that road, because it still is like completely and utterly rough. I'll be as the sub end because I'm broke. I mean, that's fair enough then. You enjoy as much of the sub as you can, Doja. Because gifted subs are always pretty pog subs anyway. Alright, there we go. I want to make this into like a straight road now, because it's just gonna look kind of ugly if we keep it like somewhat curved like this. So yeah, probably just gonna keep this as straight as possible then. Focus on just straight roads for now. And then after we've like laid out all the buildings, then we can make them slightly curvy, so that way they have a little bit of extra natural looks to them, I guess. I mean, that might work, but who knows? Maybe I will just stick to like straight roads for now. Just like every single like SMP that comes into existence, because they always focus on very straight roads. But yeah, hopefully we can make it a little bit of extra variety when it comes to like the roads, I guess, in some part. Okay, so we're able to fit a building around through here. I don't know what building specifically can we add over here, so this will be a little bit interesting to deal with. Let me just quickly drink some water. Stay hydrated, by the way. Always stay hydrated. Right, what the frick is this building going to be? That is a good question that I need to answer for myself. Okay, let's see what we can think of over here. Dump this over here. Put some red glass back over here. And I'm gonna need my light gray glass back real quick. And we're gonna see how that goes. Not gonna touch that. Do I want to touch the rest of that? I mean, I'm not gonna use a lot of red, orange glass, so I think we should be fine. Alright, let's see. But yeah, what building would fit very well for this area? I'm actually legitimately like, not screwed, just a little bit like, puzzled maybe on what this design would be? Because honestly, I don't really know what will be a very good design that will fit around through here. But who knows? We'll probably like test some ideas out real quick. Anyway, I can't. For now, I'm fasting. Do some certain fasting like require you not to drink any water? Because as far as I know, water is perfectly fine for people fasting. Just not consuming any sort of like anything that's edible and stuff like that. But water should be fine. I mean, I guess it depends on like the culture, I guess. Anyway, let's see how that'll fit over here. I mean, I guess there is like a thing called water fasting, which is something, I guess, but usually it is better to like not really fast on water for the sake of like people's safety. So who knows? I don't know really. Really just down to people's culture, I guess. And I'm not gonna really dictate how you should like treat your cultures, because I'm not qualified at all. Alright, anyway. How would that look? Does that even look good? I don't even know. I should probably also like do a proper corner over here. Because I know for a fact the accent blocks are gonna definitely surround this? Or maybe no, maybe we don't need to do that maybe. Let's see. But yeah, I am legitimately confused on what this entire building is going to be. And I'm probably gonna have like the, yeah, I should probably get like the sort of details of the building like sticking outside somewhat. Because I think that might fit pretty well, I think. I don't know exactly though. There we go. Having it stick out a little bit and having have a bit of an overhang over here might look pretty alright. But who knows, it might not go very well in some degree. Bum 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 bum. Alright, there we go. Alright, we'll see how that would go later on in the future, because God forbid this would not go very well, maybe. I have no idea. Are you doing the gray and orange glass? So the gray and orange glass here indicates like two types, one type of pillar and one type of like sort of like block type, because the gray, light gray will indicate where all the accent and detail blocks are going to be added on top of like a wall and stuff like that. I really need to make a guide, or make like some sort of like guide for people who are going to keep asking me about that, because that's definitely going to be a frequently asked question. And I should definitely like put up like a sort of like Photoshop guide on what type of like glass type there would be, because pretty much this is just me figuring out how to build a floor plan for each building, and hopefully it's gonna look alright, because if it doesn't, then we're screwed. Or might be completely and utterly screwed, so let's just keep going, I guess. But yeah, it's a bit complicated in some parts, because there is a lot of like different elements that are involved, but for the in a bit of a nutshell, it kind of fits like that. Yeah, in the corner of the screen, maybe? I don't know which corner, though, because every single corner is occupied. All the corners are occupied, so I'm probably just going to do a command instead. Similar to, like, !project or !building, I guess. And we'll see how it goes, and hopefully everyone's able to use it properly. If not, then we're screwed. then we'll be very, very screwed. Alright. Should I make it stick out? Probably will not work well if it sticks out, so I think that should work perfectly fine. Alright. I have no idea how well this is going to go, so let's start adding a layer of... I kind of want to put this down a little bit more closer to the road here, but at the same time I don't want to. I really have no idea. But then again, there isn't really a lot of space to work around through here, so maybe, yeah. I'm gonna move the accent blocks by an extra block next to the road. Anyway, the fox corner. Do I want to abolish the little fox boy once and for all? And, like, fit it in with, like, a proper, like, infographic about what we're using the glass for? I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are gonna be upset if the little fox boy gets completely eradicated. So, I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna be a good option or not. Do-do-do-do-do-do. How the frick did I, like, structure the previous, like, glass elements before? I always keep forgetting sometimes. Alright, there we go. That should look a little bit more spacious for us to work with. I mean, at least it has a little bit of extra curves to it, and it doesn't look completely and utterly stupid for the most part. Okay. Let's see if we can get some wall blocks or wall glass blocks that will indicate where the walls are going to be, and hopefully it will look pretty alright, I guess. No, put it beneath the fox. You want me to move the fox upwards and then put the graphic, or do you want me to just hide the graphic beneath the fox? I mean, I don't know how well that's going to go, but we'll see. But most likely I'll just stick to using a command, I guess, because I don't know how that's going to work. Wait, is the orange block supposed to be touching the sections over here? I just realized, how the frick did I react to these sort of corners? Yeah, the black. Okay, so the walls will have to be touching the orange like glass then. Okay, like that. It has to be adjacent to all the white and red glass. Not red glass. White and orange glass. Great. Gotta love my own sort of floor planning sort of ideas. It's not even a glass here. I'm an idiot. Okay, there we go. That's the walls put in. Now we're gonna add some basalt pillars around the edges where near the edges of where the quartz pillars are, because the orange ones indicate which is a quartz pillar and stuff like that. These will be empty. Yeah, this would have almost similar design logic to like the buildings that I built for 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹, so there's going to be a lot of similarities, but then again, the lore is pretty similar to each other between each city, so... Sorry, the sort of like design for each city is pretty similar because they're all part of the same sort of like villager species, so that's kind of like the point, hopefully. Alright, and we're going to build a doorway over here, just like so. Add like some white glass over here to indicate that's going to be a doorway. And I think that should be good. That's a good sort of outline for another building. God knows what it's going to be, but it's going to be something, I guess. Maybe. I have no idea, honestly. I'm just going to probably wing it again, figure out what it's going to be in the future. Alright, and a bit of like a doorway through here. Plop, 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 plop. So it'll be a double-doored sort of building. I'll be very curious about what this building is going to be, so there's a lot of like room where we can experiment with that. Then for this, make sure we have like a road that will like highlight a bit of like a sort of staircase down there. Okay, time to expand a little bit more of the road over here to this side. My throat is already dying. Rest in peace, my throat. Alright, open this up. There we go. How's that looking so far? Yeah, it looks pretty alright. I mean, it's very rough, but that's kind of the point, because not everything is going to be completely final yet. That's a good enough spacing for now. Should I fit a building over here? Right next to whatever this building is going to be. I don't even know if this is going to be a church or like some sort of observatory of some kind, but yeah, I don't know. But would I fit a building over here? I don't know. Probably will leave this like completely blank for now for like, I guess like a square of some kind. That would fit better, I guess, for that area. Also, have you ever played Detroit Become Human? No, unfortunately. I mean, I watch a lot of playthroughs of the game, and after a while, it does get kind of repetitive and stuff like that, so... Yeah, I haven't really had the chance to really, like, be able to play Detroit Become Human, but it was a pretty interesting game when it was, like, first, like, released, like, a few years ago. But yeah. So far, I, like, watched enough playthroughs to, like, understand how the game works and stuff like that, so... It already kind of, like, spoiled the heck out of me already. Oh well, not too bad of a game, though. Oh, my eyes! My eyes, what poor eyes. It's not really liking me doing all these sort of like building work again. It's gonna be PTSD back when I was working on 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹 again, aren't I? Is the video player still playing that track, or is it like completely and utterly broken? I cannot tell. Yeah, it's a little bit different. Now we're listening to Stardew Valley. Yeah, it's a very interesting game indeed. It's a very interestingly good sort of like story, like interactive story game. Like compared to like other games like stuff from Telltale Games and stuff like that, it's much more like I would say it's a little bit more of an interesting sort of like story to go through. But overall, it really depends, really, if you want to delve into like that sort of lore or not. Or the storyline, it really depends. Okay. I guess we have to like build like a road over here. Have the road touch around the edges over here and pray to God that villagers are not going to immediately fall to their deaths around through here. I mean, that might work out. Who knows? Make them go and touch that area over there. And then we just do a straight line directly over in this direction. Then hopefully nothing goes horribly, horribly wrong. Hopefully. Or maybe we should make this closer over here. Maybe as close to like the basalt pillar over here, I guess. Yeah, probably gonna have like the road like kind of skimming through past it. Just to make sure that there's enough like safe distance from that edge of the cliff face to the road. Just normal safety stuff. Never heard of a plague tale. That's one thing I've just never heard of, actually, yeah. Don't think I've ever heard of like a game by the name of Plague Tale. Okay, cover this up. And then add some glass over here. Frick. Whoops. Alright, looking pretty alright. What in the bloody hell am I gonna fit over here for like a building? I actually have no idea. So we'll just have to like figure that out eventually in the future. Well, really, yeah, I never actually heard of Plague Tale, like whatsoever, until you just recently, until you just brought it up. I have never heard of it. So yeah, maybe I'm completely out of the loop for these types of games, or like that type of game, I guess. So yeah, pretty like pretty much like hidden, like hiding beneath a rock in some degrees. I'm so bad at articulating words. Holy frick. Anyway, now we need to remove all the glass. Just when I thought I'm gonna be like done with like removing glass and all that stuff, we still need to do it in order to like actually put down glass on all over the place. So it's still gonna be really tedious to deal with. It's more interesting than Detroit. I'll probably do it maybe if I have like enough motivation to do so. And I'm not too tired, I guess. Yeah, I'm getting tired now. This is really now reminding me back on how much grindy stuff I'd done for like Ice Nemesis. Just doing tons of like building layouts and scaffolding ideas or whatnot, and it was really, really, I mean, it was pretty grindy. Very grindy, and it also gets pretty tiring after a while. So all I have to do is just make sure I maintain that sort of like motivation and like passion, I guess, to like get this completely done by some time frame, I guess. Then again, I don't have like an actual like goal or time on when, or deadline, sorry. I don't really have a specific deadline on when this project is due, so I can spend as much time as I need to like get this looking pretty nice for me. But who knows? I don't know how long this is going to last anyway. Make a path over here so that way people can actually go to this sort of like walkway, because I'm going to be turning this entire wall area into like a walkway anyway. So hopefully that will look pretty nice. Yeah, take it easy indeed. Always make sure you take it easy. Okay, so that's a good starting amount of like infrastructure we have over here. So we'll just have to figure out how to fit a building in this slot here, which I am very conflicted on how we're going to do that. Yeah, I legitimately have no idea how we're going to fit a proper building over here, but oh well. That's a little bit of a challenge we can try and undertake. Also, this pillar is on the wrong sort of like, or this doesn't even have like its outer pillar over here. This thing doesn't even, just straight up doesn't have that for whatever reason. Oh well, we could exploit that. Let's see. We'll put the outlines on the edges here. Outlines on the edges, so this is where all the decoration blocks are going to be. Oh yeah, there's literally no room for us to build a proper building. That is horrifying. Yeah, we need to like be very creative in how we maximize the space then. because this has 0 space for us to build like a proper sort of like building here, maybe. I mean, it could work. It's just gonna have like very cramped walls. The walls are gonna be extremely cramped, so yeah, I have no idea how we're gonna like tackle this area then. This is gonna be very really annoying. Oh well, we'll probably figure out a way to make this look pretty good. Let's go for the edges over here. Maybe right next to the edges of the wall, actually. That might work pretty well for us. Who knows? I have no idea. Yeah, it's always going to be pretty slow, trying to like get rid of all the glass around through here. Right, go like this. Imagine if like Mojang releases like something that allows you to like get rid of the glass much more easier. I swear to God, that's gonna be a thing. For 1.20, I'm gonna be so freaking like relieved. But who knows? I highly doubt that will happen though. Whoops, I already removed all the blocks over here. Okay, so that's the initial placement for all those blocks there, I guess. So how in the bloody hell am I supposed to deal with this area? This would have to be like a walled off area, I guess, because there's no way that's gonna fit anything else except for like, I guess like a storage area maybe, so yeah, I'm gonna be very confused on how we'll tackle this area. Okay, let's quickly fit in the walls here. Would it be faster if I use slabs? Technically it would be faster for like helping to like set up planning and stuff like that. Considering that slabs would require like tools that are much more faster to break, or like materials that would be faster to break compared to like glass and stuff like that. So maybe I should go for like maybe I should look for like some sort of like a slab overlays, but then again I have to get rid of it. I need to get rid of it in order to like start building and stuff like that, whereas for glass we can actually build stuff on top of it. Frick, so yeah, there's no idea how to like deal with that then. Very interesting, Doja. Alright. Let's put this over here. Alright, put this little pillar here. Yeah, there's not gonna fit. That's definitely not gonna fit anything. God, how in the world am I supposed to do something about this area then? This is definitely a bit of a cursed area. Maybe we put like an orange pillar or like a bit of like a wall over here. That could possibly work. Then we could treat this as a bit of like a cellar, I guess. Who knows? This is a very tight sort of like space to work with then, so I'll be interested to see how we're gonna tackle this. It's probably gonna be very cursed looking, but who knows? But yeah, this is a very tight area to get things sorted out. Jesus. Or maybe I should move this wall a little bit to the right. Should I make that even? Nah, I'm gonna try and like have a little bit more extra space for this area, I guess. We could put like a spiral staircase over here then and see how that will work. But the door, I'm not gonna put the door yet. I still need to finalize where the entrance can be in some areas over here. But this could work. This could technically work. There are ways we can like kind of make this work, maybe, but I'm still kind of unsure in some degrees. But yeah, hopefully that will be a bit of a reassurance for us if we can try and make this work. Let's move this basalt pillar over here instead, so that way this is all evened out, and then we can turn this into like a window. This could be a little bit of a storage area, and this will be like a main room, and then we'll have like multiple stories, so that should be fine, hopefully. How you doing, Casper? Hope you're doing pretty well, by the way. I have no idea why I left this section of like netherrack here, but I'm probably just gonna leave it as it is for now. In the meantime, I'm definitely gonna keep maintaining that sort of like weird overlay I've had on like the previous design over there, and that's to have like some of the freaking bloody hell. Some of the blocks just overhanging like this. So that way we can utilize a little bit of like the overhang space here for like detailed stuff. Anyway, I'm doing great. How are you? I'm doing pretty nice so far. Hope your day's been doing pretty nice so far as well, Casper. Currently, we're now working on like getting some outlines done for how this building, so some of the buildings are gonna look like for our Crimson City. So we're finally on to like the progress of actually working on some proper buildings for the city now, after like months of terraforming. But now I just also realize how rough this is all going to be because there's a lot of like things we need to account for. But hopefully it's gonna look nice by the end of it, because if it does look really nice by the end of it, I'm gonna be so freaking happy. But it's gonna require a lot of work. So God forbid this is gonna go well for us or not. But yeah, I might switch like to slabs if we want to make this a little bit more faster, because the amount of like time it takes to remove glass is really tedious. So who knows, that might be something that we might need to worry about in the future. Alright. We've made this into another double door sort of building, I guess, and that's perfectly fine. Actually, we have to leave that over there. Break that. Yeah, that's gonna work. How many villagers will there be? I don't know, honestly. I mean, it really depends, really, on how much space is there for like the villagers to move around and whether they're even going to be moving around or not. So, honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. Casper says, when you eat a Toblerone, do you push the 2 bits together or pull 1 bit off? Okay, to be completely honest, it's been a long time since I ever ate a Toblerone, but I probably would just, I really don't know. Probably would just pull it off. I mean, I can understand the other method, though. But it really depends, really. I would think that pulling one off will be much more cleaner, because it might be, if you try and push the 2 bits together, sometimes it will not fully separate properly. So I don't know. Probably just pull it off. Okay, I don't even know what this building is going to be as well, so this is going to be something I'll need to fix up in the future. Do 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 do.
You've got mail.
Ace says life, just no context life. I mean, I agree. How you doing, by the way, though, Ace? Yeah, I have zero idea what this building is going to be. I don't know if this will be a good building in particular, so yeah, I don't know what the hell am I supposed to do with this building, but hey, it's a building. Yay. It has some purpose, and it would exist. Solely for the purpose of existing, I have no idea what the building is going to be. Okay, anyway. Let's see. Let's see if we can try and do like another dome-shaped building of some kind over here, so we can utilize this space a little bit better. Anyway, Ace says it all looks cool so far. I mean, I don't know, honestly. I mean, we're just working on floor plans. Sorry, we're just working on floor plans to make sure that the layout of the city will actually look like it makes sense, but it's still a little bit rough in some degrees. Apparently, it's supposed to push them together, but that just seems weird. Yeah, I mean, that just feels like a recipe for disaster if you're trying to, like, get specific bits off, so I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea, so to each their own, I guess. People would just do whatever they want. Hope you're doing pretty well, by the way, Big Bang. Okay. So we can probably put some orange blocks around the edges over here. Or since we're working on like a dome shape of some kind, I don't know if that's really necessary. I'm gonna move the some of the edges of the red glass over here and then probably fill it in, like some portions in, once we get like the outline of the building sorted out. Just gonna make our life, that'll just make our life a little bit more easier to deal with when it comes to building like these outlines. Here we go. Ace says, well, I gotta go, see you tomorrow. No worries then. I mean, we'll not be streaming Minecraft hardcore for tomorrow evening, because a certain game by the name of Sonic Frontiers will be releasing at that time, so if you want to see me deal with that, then I'll see you tomorrow at the same time as well. Alright, anyway. Okay, we need to freaking add this. I wanted a dome shape for this, right? How in the bloody hell do I make this into a dome shape? Okay, maybe put like some curves around through here, and maybe that'll work? I don't know what the frick am I doing sometimes. I don't think this is gonna work very well, actually. This is definitely not gonna look like it's gonna work very well. Okay, we have one over there. Maybe another one over here, just to make sure the edges are fine. There we go. This definitely does not look scuffed. I'm just gonna say this outright. It definitely does not look scuffed. It's hard to make this symmetrical. I mean, I don't think symmetry is a huge problem here. It's really trying to make things look nice and somewhat even that is really challenging. Okay, let's increase the curvature over here. That's just gonna make things even more wacky for this building, because I wanted to like have the pathway be like a direct way to enter through here, but no, apparently it's just not gonna fit very well. So frick you in particular, I guess. All right, we'll just have to live with that. We'll just have to live with that, and that's fine. Another corner over here, and another corner directly over here. Okay, I mean, that could work as a building. No idea what this building is going to be, because it looks kind of bizarre, but at the same time, that could work, maybe. Maybe, I guess, I don't know. So I think that's kind of wrongly, like, shaped, so I'm gonna fix that. There we go. Right, I have no idea what this building is going to be. It could be a post office, it could be some sort of weird, like, bureaucratic sort of, like, position of some kind. I don't know. So we'll just have to make up something later on in the future once we start working on the actual building, I guess. Oh well. It's something. It is a building. That's all there is to it. Alright, anyway. Also, if you guys are new, by the way, I highly recommend you join the Very Wacky Discord server, so that way you get notified immediately when we go live next time. Am I missing something around through here, or am I tripping? Feels like I'm missing something around through here, but it seems to be alright. But yeah, be sure to also join the Wacky Discord server. Right, there's no way we can fit, like, proper, like, basalt pillars. Maybe over here, actually. Maybe some basalt pillars over here to make things a little bit more fancier. That might kind of work. But yeah, who knows. Trying to make sure there's a good sort of variety of, like, different blocks we can use. And then we have, like, an entranceway through here. And hopefully it's not gonna go horribly, horribly wrong. How the frick am I out of white glass now? Huh. Well, anyway, let's see a bit of a bird's eye view on, like, what the existing floor plan is. I mean, not too bad. I mean, it's still kinda rough in some edges over here, but we got, like, somewhat of, like, a weird, building over here. Some normal shaped buildings of some kind over here and over here. I mean, these are completely straight. And what I presume is a huge D of a building right over here. Honestly, I don't even know what the hell this is going to look like, and I also don't know how it's going to be completely arranged by the time we finish with all the buildings here. But I'm just going to hope that it is going to go very well, because I'm scared that everything is going to be completely and utterly generic by the end of, like, setting up all these buildings and whatnot. But, I mean, it's getting there, I guess. It's somewhat getting there. I might actually build, like, another major building around through here so we can utilize this space here, I guess. So that might be something that we can quickly arrange, maybe. Let me focus on the roads for now. And then for, like, next stream on Wednesday evening, we can continue on doing the proper, like, building layouts and see where we can go from there. But for now, let's focus on some of the roads to just make sure that all the pathways make a little bit more sense for other buildings that we can add later on. So we can add, like, a bit of a path over here. Also, I forgot to spawn-proof this. Just before, like, a piglin spawns in, let's quickly, like, fill that in. But yeah, I guess it's getting somewhere. It just looks kind of like generic in the shapes of it, though. Some of the building shapes are very generic looking. But then again, it's probably me being very simplistic in some sort of design, so who knows. Okay, so I do want to build like some sort of building for this overhang over here that just encompasses the entire area, I guess. That could be a bit of like a tavern or maybe some sort of like apartment sort of like style of buildings over there. I don't know. Then we have like a road that stretches down around through here that just goes by the side of this wall here. For this portion over here, I guess we make sure there's like a straight like sort of pathway directly through here, I guess. That could work. I mean, honestly, everything is not completely finalized yet. I mean, that's the reason why we're doing all this planning in the first place, because this is still technically easier to edit than like building stuff right now. Who knows, really? I have no idea how this is going to look in like in a few short days, or even a few short weeks. It might change completely. Who knows? Or maybe I will hate it the next day. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. At least we have like a nice sort of like routine for us to do like a nice chill stream, so that's pretty alright then. Good old chill streams. Alright, let's do a road layout over here. Blah blah blah. Also, let me quickly eat before I like keep losing hunger all the time. Jesus. I have not been focusing whatsoever on my hunger bar for like God knows how long, which is pretty horrifying. Also, piss off, you freaking baby piglin. Or hoglin, sorry. Holy frick. I keep misidentifying these bloody two species of pig. I'm so good at that. Alright. And that pathway go around towards the edge. And then have it just go up? Or maybe I should have it like, heading over in this direction, maybe? How the hell am I supposed to make that work? Do I make that into a bit of a curved road? Might work as a curved road, maybe. So let's see how that will work. Because then it has to be raised up before this terrace over here. And hopefully that's going to work fine for us. There's a nice sort of inlet that we can use. You knew that building roads can be an absolute nightmare to some degree. And would have to be 3 blocks wide anyway, just to maximize as much space as we can around through here. So it's going to be pretty scuffed looking by the end of it. Alright. I mean, looking pretty good so far. Probably need to expand it by an extra block just to make things a little bit more neater. There we go. Now I have a bit of a diagonal road over here now, which is nice. Hopefully it's not too thick in some portions though, because I feel like it is a little bit thicker in some areas. Not really, actually. It looks kind of like somewhat reasonable, I would say. I mean, it feels a little bit like weird on this edge over here, but overall, it's not too bad. We can actually kind of use this. Or actually, I could try and like have it move as close to like the edge a little bit so we can utilize a little bit more of that space. So maybe if I remove or like move some of the pathway to like the edges of this part of like the terrace, that could maximize as much of the space over here as possible. That'd be pretty interesting. I mean, hopefully it will not look too ugly once we get that all sorted out. Alright, so how in the bloody hell I'm gonna make this work? I don't know. Anyway, welcome back, Doja. Oh, that's way too skinny. That's fine-ish. Yeah, that's fine. Try to make sure we can maximize as much space as possible. Is that pathway making a little bit of sense? I mean, it looks like it. Maybe I get rid of that? Yeah, we'll probably keep that then. That's fine. That's fine-ish. Probably break that. Sometimes winging it and just like looking through just your like eyes would help with like getting the right sort of design choice, but it is pretty hard to like get this thing sort of feeling right, I guess. I mean, that could work. Trying to make this into like a bit of a curved up like sort of pathway. I guess we're making it a little bit better to deal with. I mean, still weird in some parts, but whatever, I guess. P-Doctor says, I'm following everyone in my recommended because I haven't slept in 48 hours and 6 minutes. Please get some rest, please, mate. And then I'm going to bed. I mean, hopefully you're able to get some rest then, mate, because you deserve to get some rest right now. Be sure to get some good rest, mate. Alright. So we walk down over here, then... I guess that fits well? I don't know. I'm not really the greatest when it comes to making very custom paths, but it looks to be alright then. Hopefully. I mean, then again, it looks kind of thick around these portions over here. So maybe I should just cut that down just by a small bit. Yeah, that looks a little bit more better now. I mean, it looks a bit too thin around through here, but around through here it looks perfectly fine. So I think we managed to like make a pretty good balance on where all these pathways would go. I mean, it kind of fits well with the terrace as well, which is perfect. So yeah, let's probably use that then. Alright, that looks pretty good. We're probably going to keep this sort of pathway then, just having a bit of a sort of like a terrace curve, and that's pretty good to look at. Okay, that's good. A bit of a relief that we can take, I guess. A bit of a W that we can take a little bit, I guess. Now we're just going to quickly expand this road somewhere. I don't even know where the hell this road is going to go. Might need to go straight, then we have to do a bit of a turn over here, and then another turn over here. So maybe like 2 turns over there, I guess, but I don't know what part of the area here we would need to make a bit of a turn, so probably just extend it to as far as we want for a bit, and then we make an indication that we'll be making a turn, I guess. Maybe about around here, yeah, up to like negative 700. That's a good, I think, good spot to start making a bit of a turn there. Who knew that building cities is actually a big pain in the arse? I mean, then again, every single type of city building is a bit of a pain in the arse. So, like, this is definitely like nothing new, I guess, that people have experienced. It is going to be pretty tedious, but who knows? Hopefully, it will look pretty good by the end of it. Okay, we're gonna make a bit of a turn over here. So we got that sorted out. Then we need to make a bit of a turn over here. Do we want this to be a curved turn? I don't know. I mean, then again, I could just go for a right-hand turn, or like a right angle turn, and then just make it very abrupt after a while, so... I could be very lazy! Or I can also be very, like, creative in some parts, but at the same time, I also don't care. You know what, I'm just gonna just expand this on, like, a bit of a right angle curve, or, like, right angle turn, and then over here we'll make the turn back over here in this direction. So I'm gonna be lazy for now, but once we finish off with all the buildings, we can actually make the roads a little bit more prettier. Yeah, we're about to end the stream now. It's already past the 2-hour mark, so I'm gonna call it for here, from here, or call it for tonight once I like get this pathway sorted out, so we can finally get some rest, and my throat can finally breathe a sigh of relief, I guess. There we go. So yeah, that's enough space, I think. That looks pretty good. So that way we still have like a little bit of extra space we can play around through here, and this can keep going on over there, I guess. So that's a good start. So basically in the past 2 hours, we basically got a crap ton of dye and we managed to make this much progress. Which actually isn't too bad as compared to probably like last stream and whatnot, so that's a good start. I mean, it's nothing yet. It's not really a huge amount of like tangible results for what the city will be, but hey, that's a good start, I guess. I'll take whatever I can for like a bit of a W. But anyway, I'm gonna call it for tonight then, boys, because I need to get some rest, and I'm gonna make sure my throat does not die out. So, if you guys enjoyed this very wacky stream, I highly recommend you join the very wacky Discord server, so that way you get notified immediately when we go live next time. We'll be doing another stream on Wednesday, where we'll be continuing on this nice, chill, and very wacky mess of like build layouts, I guess. And I need to make a graphic for all the glass types. But in the meantime, I'll see you guys again tomorrow, which will not be playing Minecraft tomorrow night. We'll be playing some Sonic Frontiers, because that'll be the time where we'll be able to play it, because that's when it's going to be released. And I'll see you guys again in a very few hours, I guess. I'm so tired, and I have no idea what else to say anymore. So anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Peace, be nice, be chill, be nice, and all that stuff. I already said that multiple times. Quality outro. Okay, anyway.